Live from digital address GA09925539 in Kokomemle, Accra, on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. Thank God it's Friday. I'm excited that we've been able to go through this week successfully. The show is JoyNews Interactive. Our social media handle for Facebook, Twitter and Instagram is JoyNews on TV. I'm Selina Ampo. Let's start with a story that may well run off for a while. You know, there's been an unfortunate incident. I'm sure most of you heard of it last Wednesday. Ahmed Hussein Swale, a member of the Tiger PI team who was killed in Medina. On social media, there's been a lot of debates going on. While some are saying that since Central MP Ken Ejapon should be questioned, others think Anas should also be investigated. Well, Kennedy Ejapon has dismissed claims that he had a hand in the murder of Ahmed Hussein Swale. In an associate of Anas Arimaya Anas, whose private investigations firm Tiger PI, Mr. Ejapon, who was responding to calls by lawyer of Anas Arimaya Anas for him to be questioned by the police, said the investigative journalist and his lawyer should rather be the ones to be picked up. That since Central MP described as a distraction, a decision by Anas to put out a video of him suggesting he had something to do with the murder of Mr. Hussein Swale. Let's take a look at this video.
The unfortunate Ghanaians are behaving the way they are behaving. When you do that, you distract the police or the security agencies from even doing the investigation. How can you tell me that a statement that I made about 8 months ago, that if the guy, they told me that, oh, you've even paid the school fees in 2012. Well, I don't know him. Also, he has been coming here, and I'm saying, no way. Don't allow the guy to come here because he's bad. If he comes to this premises, you beat him. That you allow him. I have a video that, oh, it's so nasty that I can't show it. I mean, women, their private part, he set a doctor up and did all these things. So if you allow the guy to come to my premises and set me up. So I said, no way, don't allow the guy to go. When he steps here, beat the hell out of him.
But in that particular video, we also hear you say, Mushiano will be to it. If you meet him anywhere.
Madam, you see, I want to cool down. Okay. Have you listened to the tape?
Yeah, you said Mushiano will be Obama premises.
Good. Good. This is about my premises. I mean,
so then baby refers to anywhere within your premises.
Yeah, Ocean premises, baby. Yeah, beat the hell out of him.
Okay, so what about those who say putting his face and his name and where he lives could be vital information for those who may want to hurt him? You know, and so, in other words, you are complicit.
You see, the way you are talking as if he's better than judges who have stroke now. He's better than those who have died. I wanted Ghanaians to know who is behind Anas and doing those criminal activities. And it was necessary to bring his name, to show his face, for people to see. Because when the guy is walking, you wouldn't even know that this is the guy coming to set you up. You might run your mouth, he will record you, go and disgrace you. It was necessary for me to bring the guy's picture out for people to see who he is. Okay? But you see, the problem I have is that now, if Anas is saying, or his lawyer is saying I should be picked, they should pick Anas and his lawyer first.
Why?
Why? Because why is it that Anas jumps into conclusion within 3 minutes I hear of the guy's death, he makes a video and put it out there and put my voice and picture that I am involved. He's diverting attention. My investigation, the guy is going to the police right now.
Which guy?
That was Benis Abubedu Lanza speaking with Honorable Kennedy Ejapon. Now let's hop on to Facebook to read some of the comments and the debates going on. And we have Nana Poku Boachi, who says, this is sad. He shouldn't have spoken for the respect of the guy's family. It's a human that died, not an animal. And Reinhard Osikeni says, Kennedy speaks boldly because of money and power, because the laws don't work against the rich and powerful in Ghana. Karma will serve everyone someday. And Kwame Taylor comes in with a comment that says, No politician should call for violence against citizens, especially against someone who is exposing corruption. If you can't understand that, then this country will continue to be in the situation it already is. It's a shame to watch people support this man, even though he has clearly shown with what he said he does not have the interest of the average person at heart. And Stanley Scott G. Jr. says, Mr. Kennedy, we respect you a lot, so kindly bring out your proof. And the comment reads, if you know you are genuinely doing your work as a citizen, why must you fear an ass? Let's think about our country. We should learn from the whites. This is a comment coming from Saps Devas Kofi. And Awuni Gideon says, if you are really clean, no one can set you up. Even if they do it, it won't work. But if you are set up with bribe and you take it, then it means. In Shiraba, Stephen says, it's always important to guide your comments whenever you are angry. Assuming he had not made those comments, no one will be pointing fingers at him. We also have a comment coming from Owuswaf Efriye Kwabna, who says, if you are doing the right thing, why do you hide your face? Let's investigate the case thoroughly. And Mamit Sewa says, I know this case would be a foolish, I guess she's trying to say a foolish case in Ghana soon. A whole MP was murdered and up till now, nothing positive has come out of it. Our country's security agencies need to sit up. I think both Anas and Kennedy need to be invited for questioning. I pray our generation sits up to keep corruption out of the country. Tony Cross says, God is watching from a distance. You can keep all your comments coming in on all our social media platforms. It's Joy News on TV. Now, let's talk about relationships. Why do we use pet names in our relationships? Apart from the fact that pet names add flavor and romance to the life of lovers, it also reveals to the world that what lovers mean to each other, from babe to sweetheart to darling. Many of us have pet names for our partners. We use them so much to the point where hearing your own name in a certain context will suggest a truly serious situation or that you were even in trouble. It's believed that couples who use pet names are generally happier and have stronger relationships. Do you think so? Well, what really is the importance of the pet name? Does it change anything in the relationships? Let's go onto our phone line to speak to Councillor Amos Kevin Annan and ask him some few questions about pet names. Hello, Councillor.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Very well. And yourself?
I'm very great. Councillor, before we even start our conversation on pet names, do you have a pet name for your wife?
Yes.
What is
but
it?
It won't sound romantic.
Oh, you can't tell us.
Many.
You can't tell us.
I mean, for instance, my wife calls me Ato.
Your wife calls you?
She calls me Ato.
Ato?
Yes. Not many people call me Ato.
Oh, okay. And what do you call her?
Mommy.
Mommy. Okay. Yes. Well, that is still cute. Well, I just wonder, why are pet names important in relationships?
Well, I mean, thank you for asking. I think that first and foremost, it breaks down any sense of formality.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it's as if you are in a certain formal structure. And here am I recall years back when it says that my mom wanted my attention. She will call me Kwame. Mm-hmm. Ordinarily, she calls me Amos. Everybody comes searching for me, she say Amos. Okay. But if she really wanted to get my attention, you hear my mom say Kwame. And then she'll say Kwame again. And that would quickly turn my attention to her. Mm. Now, secondly, it also creates a more relaxed atmosphere between two persons. You will notice that if anybody is calling you by a name that all others know, yeah, compared to the one who calls you differently, particularly using pet names, or you would notice that you're more relaxed because there's a certain air of, assurance. This person knows me. Okay. There's a certain connection that is created between the two of you. And you will notice also that anytime there's a certain disaffection or some turbulent emotions, the person will cease to use that name.
Okay.
The reason why they are not using that is because they've lost that kind of connectivity to you. So that also gives you a certain indication to how the other party is feeling about you.
But, Counselor, does it matter if you do not have a pet name for your significant other?
Nothing is past. It's important that people in relationships find love. Some personality types will not budge. I mean, whether or not you use it. Just really, really love it. You know, set emotion, the good feeling. Once you know that the thing considered significant in your life goes along that path, I mean, customize it for them.
You need to customize it.
Dear, darling, sweetie, popo, pie, my honey. I mean, it's between them. So you and onlooker, just maybe worried.
Yeah.
But the believers know exactly what it is that they're doing. So there are no fast and stern rules about these things.
Okay. And I want to find out from you, does it add or take anything away from the relationship if you don't have a pet name for your partner, or if you have a pet name for your partner? Does it add anything to the relationship?
That's a scenario where one party wishes to use it.
Hello, Counselor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Saying that the scenario where one party in the relationship is longing for a pet name.
Okay.
To be used to describe them, and the other party doesn't see the essence. It creates a foul atmosphere straight away. Where it is that both parties love it and they indulge in it, you notice that it is their driver. It's that which pushes the relationship. It makes it exciting. It makes it something you want to do. So it is person specific.
Okay.
It's person specific. So it may take away where one is looking for it and it is not coming. Where both parties, it's like birthdays and celebrations, what have you. There are couples who don't indulge in those things, but there are others too who do it because both of them enjoy it. They set days aside to be out on their birthdays and stuff like that. They are particular about anniversary, not the general one, which mostly women tend to be more concerned about. But you will notice that there will be people who love it and they will indulge in it. So if your significant other indulges in it, please grant them. It won't take away anything from your person. In fact, if anything at all, it's going to enhance how you connect to each other.
Thank you very much, Counselor Amos Wright.
My honor.
Thank you very much. Well, let's hop on to Facebook and find out from Facebook users what pet name do they call each other, and if a pet name is actually very important in a relationship. Well, keep all your comments coming on our social media platforms. It's Joy News on TV on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's take a short break and we'll be back. Welcome back from that short break. The show is JoyNews Interactive with me, Selina Ampo. Before we went on the break, we're talking about pet names. Now, let's go back to Facebook to read some of the comments from people to find out what they call their significant other and if they think it's important in a relationship. And we have Kojo Jr. who says, now it's only when relationship is sweet. Your partner will call you all kinds of pet names. But when the relationship is facing a lot of challenges, your partner will call you by your child name. Example, Mama Kofi or Papa Kofi. Interesting comment from Junior. And we have Richard Homie, who's Rich Homie, who says, I call her Kitty and she responds as Homie. And Baba Edie says she calls me Joy News because I like watching Joy News Prime. Interesting. And we have Jonathan, who says he calls his girlfriend or his significant other grandma. And you see Hussein says sugar daddy. And we also have a comment coming from Richard Myclev, who says, calls his significant other soulmate. Well, it's time for our most watched video of the week. For our first most watched video of the week is the interview of the Honorable Kennedy Japan, and that video is slowly increasing by the minute. The video had 150,000 views, 2.4 thousand reactions, 1,580 comments, and 1,841 shares. In the video, he's justifying why he put out the picture of Hassan Sule. He says, it was necessary for me to bring the guy's picture out for people to see who he is. And for our second most watched video, it had 52,000 views, 496 reactions, 89 comments, and 207 shares. Our second most watched video is a video of the unfortunate fire outbreak at the Odona market, which gutted over 80 market stalls. Let's take a look at that.
So around 8 p.m. yesterday, we heard the news about a fire outbreak that was happening here at the Odona market. Indeed, about 85 shops, we understand, have been razed down by this particular fire. But this is not the first time that fire has razed down parts of this market. The same thing happened in 2013. I have a lady here who, this is her shop, and I mean, everything has been consumed by fire. Auntie Sewa, now, news no,
cosmetics, pampers, Sunday menina. It's me crime me if you are not 6:30 crabo. Me could do fear me dwelling where you happen a corner by say, yes, see Jada marketing him. A Jada marketing a yefa, yes, baby, I no on a Janada. Me what are the crime say I'm the buyer and paramina by a baby hano. That's a dear Jenny said Delano. Yes, where BM, Yania BM, baby, I see 4 years at the same year. And I am a member of Shire, a Baya Hamay, and Obiaya in the container, yet this is so. And as Assassin, Assassin, Miniaba, yeah.
Which make us say, Yamana Ecoso has said, it runs into millions of Ghana cities.
Yeah, Miniaba, and she can't go and to baby. Unya, wouldn't say we said that. No, I said, Yaquacofa, Minoka 70,000 Pocada Council.
So you had a very sad woman. She actually owns this shop. If you can just quickly
unfortunate incident right there. Let's move on to our third and final video of the day, which video of the week, which was the report filed from Hashmin Mohammed, highlighting the Kumbugu Na spiritual journey to participate in the ongoing rites. And the video had 49,000 views, 597 reactions, 105 comments, 445 shares. Let's take a look at this.
The young and the old line up on the streets from Kumbungu to Tamale to witness the spiritual journey by the paramount chief of Kumbungu for the first time in 40 years. The chief and his entourage wielded arrows and musketry in war regalia, dancing to the throbbing beats of the gongong. He dressed in war regalia and on a horse with his warriors carrying the spiritual beasts, whilst others wield arrows and musketry, akin to a war situation involving the Gombes and any enemy. The spiritual preparations of the Kumbungu chief in this morning traditional event collapsed 3 horses he rode on the journey because they couldn't contain his spiritual powers, and he had to finally resort to a vehicle to Tamale. School children abandoned class and joined residents to watch the beautiful culture. They tell Joy News they are excited witnessing the spiritual journey for the first time in their life.
It's really so amazing, and we are very excited to see this. So we hope that the song somewhere one day.
Well, that's all for our videos, most watched videos of the week. But since it's Friday, and this will show you how we are stepping into the weekend, this is our video of the day. Well, that's it for JoyNews Interactive with me, Selinam Ampo. We'll see you next week. Ta-ta!